Are the stories about you true? They say your mother is an immortal goddess. They say you can't be killed.
I wouldn't be bothering with the shield then, would I?
The Thessalonian you're fighting. He's the biggest man I've ever seen. I wouldn't want to fight him.
That's why no one will remember your name.
What's up, home team? Let's talk about the value of your name. I was out at the car dealership today getting some work done. And the dealership was pretty busy, so I was sitting around playing that wait and see game. But as I was sitting over there watching television, I noticed a young man in my peripheral watching me. And he had been watching me for about a minute. And I guess he finally got the courage, he walked over. And he said, "You arrested me." Now, if you know me, you know I believe you got 2 to 5 seconds to mitigate any crisis. 2 to 5 seconds to mitigate any crisis. So I started counting them off. I wasted a second thinking to myself, young man, I am retired. I do not play these cops and robbers games anymore. Just go somewhere and leave me alone. And then I looked around the room, started surveying, seeing what exit be the best exit to get out of, in case that was an option. I looked down to make sure I had on a good pair of running shoes. And then I wasted so much time because I was completely out of my element in an effort to reset the clock. I pretended like I didn't even hear. I said, "What you say?" He said, "You arrested me." And now my back is up against the wall because I done wasted so many seconds. 2 to 5 seconds to mitigate any crisis. So I knew that whatever come out of his mouth in the next 3 seconds were going to determine whether I was going to run or I was going to reach over, shake his hand. And I asked him, I said, "But did I treat you fairly?" And he said, "Yeah, you treated me fairly." And I reached over and shook his hand. And before he walked away, he said, "I'm never going to forget you." And I thought about it for a minute. That is the key to life. The key to life is to be remembered for how you treated another person, another human being. Because in the big picture, all the money we acquire in life, all the toys and the material things we accumulate has no bearing on your life in general. What matters is how you treat others, how you inspire them, how you give them the courage to accomplish things that in their wildest dream they would not have accomplished without your input. I remember when I was in the Marine Corps and I was jumping out of planes. And we would sit on the plane and we would talk about the things we wanted to accomplish in life. And in all those conversations we had, we never talked about money. We never talked about rank. We never talked about status. What we talked about was being legends, making a difference in someone's life. So I say this, none of us was born into this world to be mediocre. Every day we walk upon this earth, we're writing the chapters of our lives. And the title of that book is our name. And when people speak of us, they need to speak of us in a way that we made a difference, that we had some influence on making their life better. Do not have your name in the same sentence with 2 dead flies. Make it your mission to be a legend to someone. WKP, I'm out.